Oh, yeah! You know what time it is. That's right, it's time for the Eddie and Webby podcast! Yo, I'ma bust out some theme song action for you. Check it out. The Eddie and Webby show is the place to be. They're talking about beer and pickleball and technology. So if you didn't know, now you know. 'Cause it's time for the Eddie and Webby show.
On today's episode, Eddie and Webby recreate the best scenes from Home Alone. This is the Eddie and Webby podcast.
I'm gonna play this game till the day I die. 'Cause it's Pickleball for Life. Oh, hey, how's it going? This is Webby, not Eddie.
And I'm Eddie, and this is our 57th podcast.
Oh, yeah, episode number 57.
That's right. This is an amazing show that we're going to be having tonight. This is our year-end special. And Webby, I am excited about this.
Oh, man. I've been waiting all year for this. I love this time of year. I love this episode. It's going to be a very fun night.
That's right. We are going to be hearing from so many guests tonight. You guys are in store for a real treat. I can't even wait to be able to show you all the amazing stuff that we have.
Oh, man. Yeah, you are all in for a huge treat. And yeah, I can't wait to get started. So I say, let's get started.
All right. Well, we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And for the 2, maybe 3 people now that care, we're live on Twitch. And I'm very excited about that. And this is meant to be interactive. So if you guys have any comments or any questions or anything you want to share, go ahead and throw it in the comments. And we might talk about it. Right, Webby?
That is correct. Yeah, anything you want to get off your chest, anything you want to ask us, and anything you want to comment about, just let us know. We're here for you. We're
That's
here
right.
for you.
This is all for you guys. But as I mentioned, we have an awesome show. But before we do any of that, Webby, what's going on in Twitter?
Oh, man. Twitter has been blowing up like crazy. More than ever, it's been blowing up. And why don't we read a few comments on the Twitter sphere here? Here's one from Helen DeGeneres. Eddie and Webby, Catherine and Athena were such fun guests. You should have them on more often.
Yeah.
Nice.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah. They were both fantastic guests, and hopefully they will. Now, they don't live too far from me, so maybe we'll get them back on again in the future.
Yeah, that was super fun. It was great having them on and great getting to learn more about them. So that would be a blast to have them back on for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Let's read. Oh, for sure. But let's go ahead and read another comment here on Twitter. Here's one from Baby Yodum. At Eddie and Webby, you keep talking about becoming benchmark 4.0 players, but they should really take some advice from the movie Frozen and let it go. It's not going to happen, fellas.
Oof. Ouch.
Oh, jeez. Come on. I feel like we both have definitely improved a lot. So, baby yo dumb, you're dumb. More
yo
like it.
dumb. Yo dumb, baby yo dumb.
But thanks for the comment anyway. We appreciate any feedback.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
How about one more comment on Twitter? Does that sound good?
How about that?
All right. Here's one from Puke Skywalker. I heard that today's episode is the season finale of the Eddie and Webby podcast. This bums me out because I was hoping it would be their series finale. Come on.
Come on, Puke.
I mean, he is accurate. This is our season finale. This is the finale of season 2.
That's right. We are wrapping up season 2 tonight. Webby and I are going to go back to the drawing board. We're going to be putting together all the cool things we want to be able to do for season 3 going into 2020. And I am excited because there's going to be a lot of stuff happening in 2020.
Oh, yeah. Man, 2019 was an epic year. And I got to tell you, 2020 is shaping up to be possibly even more epic, if you can believe that.
Yes, I can. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be huge, not only for us, but for everybody involved in pickleball with the tournaments we have going on, with the opportunities for the more people that are getting involved in the media and the podcast side of it. It's going to be a huge freaking year for pickleball.
Huge. But yeah, for the pickleball world in general, huge.
Yep.
But you know what I think? I think we should start playing some of our special messages. What do you think about that?
Yeah, what? So talk to me about these messages that you're talking about here, Webby.
So we have been super fortunate to have some absolutely amazing guests throughout 2019. And we're also very fortunate that a lot of those guests actually sent us some video messages to just talk to everybody about 2019 and just say hey, or just whatever was on their mind at the time. And I can't think of a better way to kick things off than with our most recent guests that were on the show. So here's a few messages from Catherine and Athena, Corrine, Carr, and Tyler Loong.
Hey Eddie. Hey Webby. Thank you so much for having us on your show. We had a really good time and we hope to do it again soon.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays to both of you. We hope you get to spend a lot of time surrounded by all of your loved ones. We will be in Miami and Montreal, so sending our best wishes from Montreal and Miami. Again, happy holidays. We love you guys.
Merry Christmas.
See you.
Hey guys, it's Corinne Carr. I just want to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope 2020 is awesome, filled with tons of pickleball, whether you're playing or watching or tuning into Eddie and Webby. Eddie and Webby, I want to thank you for having me on for a fun podcast a couple weeks ago. I can't wait to tune in and listen to you guys over this next year. Happy New Year!
Hey Eddie and Webby, just so you guys know, saying your guys' name really fast is very difficult. So this is like my 5th take, so hopefully this one goes right. I just wanted to say thank you for having me on your podcast. I had a lot of fun. Happy holidays and also Happy New Year coming up. I've heard you guys have a lot of cool and exciting things for the year 2020. I hope to be on your show again in the near future. If you guys haven't, make sure to follow and like, subscribe to Eddie and Webby page. They produce really great content. Thanks again, guys.
Man, some awesome messages. I can't thank you guys enough. Catherine and Athena, like we said before, were on the most recent episode, and we just had an absolute blast. It was great getting a message from them. Corrine Carr was on a couple episodes ago. She was an awesome, awesome guest, just gave us great advice, and we learned a lot about her. And Tyler Loong, another awesome guest. So thank you to all of you for those very kind words and those great messages.
Yeah, super cool to hear. I love it. Absolutely love it. Good stuff, Webby.
Yeah, I love it too. But I've really got to apologize here. I'm I'm getting a very parched and I just
my throat's a little dry.
Yeah, it's like 20 degrees here in Michigan, maybe even only 10, something like that. So it's just the air is really dry. I got the furnace going, so I kind of need to get a bit of a beverage in my system. Do you mind if we go ahead and reveal our beverages at this point?
I think we should absolutely do that because I'm in the same boat, getting a little scratchy here. Actually, it's getting cold tonight. It's 57 right now outside here in Naples, so it's getting a little chilly.
I hate you.
Yeah,
I hate you when you think that kind of weather is cold. Just shut up with that talk.
Shut your mouth. What beer are we gonna be drinking tonight here, Webby?
Oh man, super excited about this. In fact, it's the same beer that we drank last year at this time, and that is from Founders Brewing, and it is called CBS, aka Canadian Breakfast Stout. Oh yeah.
Another good one. Last year, we both finished the 650 milliliter bottles while doing the show. And just so you guys know, it is, what percent? It's a high ABV. I don't remember exactly, but.
Yeah, it's close to 12%. Yeah. And it's a very delicious, very smooth beer, but it can be very dangerous. And I don't recommend doing what we did last year. We drank a giant bomber of it each.
Yes.
And had it finished by the end of the show. And if if you want to go back and see a couple drunk, bumbling idiots try to do a podcast, go and watch last year's end of the year special.
Thank God we didn't have anything to do after that show, because I would have been absolutely useless.
Yes. But I say we crack these bad boys open. Looks like you already beat me to the punch there.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you were doing that.
The only reason I didn't is I couldn't find my bottle opener, but here it is.
Gosh, I remember how nice this beer was. I'm actually still aging one of the bottles from last year, the 2018. This is the 2019, though. I have not heard anything about this compared to 2018. Have you?
Yeah, so I sampled some of it. I cheated and I sampled some before the episode.
On,
I bought 2 cases of this stuff. There's no way I could just let that sit in my fridge without trying it. So I cracked it open, and I got to tell you, I like it better than last year's. So I'm very pleased about that. And I say cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, love that smell.
That's so delicious. Ooh, I will tell you, man, this is coming through a little bit more like coffee roasty than last year. Last year was a little bit more smooth. The maple syrup smoothed it out. This year it's a little bit more roasty, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, I do too. I dig some roastiness. I like the little bit more bitterness and the taste of coffee. And I felt last year's was kind of lacking a little bit. Like, I know it was nice and smooth, and I still liked last year's, but I don't know. Last year's to me seemed like it was lacking. This year, I think it picked up the slack, and it is very tasty.
Good job again, founders. I'm going to be enjoying this tonight, and as the night goes on, it'll probably change a little bit. So we'll keep talking about it, because I know everybody out there, you guys love when we have beer, right?
Oh, yes. It's riveting, just riveting stuff. I think that's pretty much why 99% of the people tune into this podcast is just for the beer. But I think we are going to talk about pickleball tonight, too.
That's right. We are. And Paul LeBaron II said, bring back the Bombers. Well,
bring back the Bombers.
Yes. Love it.
Oh, man.
They were good Bombers. I will definitely give you that. But
yeah, and they do still sell the Bombers, but this year, this is the first time in America that they've offered the smaller size bottles. In Canada, I think they've always offered this size. For some reason in America, they've only offered the giant Bombers. But now we can get the smaller ones also, which I think is better and safer because it's so tasty. It's hard not to finish the entire Bomber. But anyways, I say we move along.
Let's move right on along with another guest segment. This guest was on our show back in June, and after we wrapped up our show, went live on his show, and that's none other than Mr. Steve Paranto, and I'm going to go ahead and play his message right here.
Dink it. Dink. Yours. Mine. Yours.
Steve, wake up. It's time to do the video for Eddie and Webby.
Oh, that's this morning?
Yep. Right now.
God, embarrassing. They're catching me sleeping in my Hall of Fame jacket with my paddle and my Hall of Fame ring on. That's how I have to pinch myself every day because I can't believe I'm in the Hall of Fame with such great players. I was inducted with my good friends Dan Gabinek, Enrique, and Jennifer LaCour this year. Can't believe it. What a year this has been. Eddie and Webby, I think you guys are going to be in the Hall of Fame someday too for your great pickleball broadcasting. All you have to do is put in the years that I did. So another 45 years from now, I expect to see you guys in the Hall of Fame. Keep it up. Have a great new year, you guys.
That absolutely cracks me up. He's a funny guy. He's very creative. If you guys have not gone and watched that episode where we had him on as a guest, I mean, he brought every form of creativity with him. He did a musical act. He did a ventriloquist act. What else did he do on that show, Webby?
Oh, man. Yeah, the like you said, the ventriloquist act, the musical act. I mean, a live performance. Like, he had a guitar and he sang along with it. And then we played some videos that I found. I got sucked into the Steve Paranto wormhole on YouTube, which you could spend hours watching stuff. He's got educational videos. He's got entertaining videos.
Yeah.
He performs at parties and stuff. He's been known to perform at the past Hall of Fame parties. I mean, he's such a fun, entertaining guy. and super honored to be able to consider him a friend of ours now. And I definitely hope that we can collaborate with him more in 2020. And I loved that message. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for that, Steve.
That was awesome.
But you know what? One of the main reasons for this episode is to go over our top 10 moments of 2019. And what do you say about kicking that off right here, right now?
I think that's a great idea. And guys, let me tell you, it was very hard to be able to go through and narrow down all the amazing things that have happened in 2019 to just 10. I'm not kidding you. Like, Webby and I both came with lists that were at least 20 each. So narrowing it down to 10 was incredibly challenging, but I feel like we did a pretty good job. What do you think, Webby?
Yeah, I think we did a great job. But yeah, it was way harder to come up with a top 10 list than last year. It was hard to narrow it down, like you said. Right. It was very easy to come up with over 20 things, but to narrow it down to 10 was very difficult. But I say without further ado, we get to moment number 10, and that is a very fun moment. And here's a little clue for anybody who is watching on YouTube. Moment number 10 on our top 10 moments of 2019 is Eddie and Webby win a Grammy.
And the Grammy goes to Eddie and Webby, the Pickleball Anthem.
Let me tell you about this game.
Wow. I mean, that's all I can say is wow. I cannot believe this just happened. This is a dream come true. I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We got to thank all the fans out there. So many people to thank. I got to give a lot of thanks to the big guy upstairs. You know, Rick in Unit 302 lives above me. He's been a huge motivation for hip hop and pickleball for me. But thank you to all you guys out there.
And I just want to say this just goes to show, if you're passionate about anything in life and you get the urge to write a rap song about it, just do it. I mean, just write a rap song, make a rap video, and who knows what can happen. I mean, that's what we did, and we just got a Grammy because we did it. I mean, wow, this is amazing. Thank you to all the supporters and all the fans out there. We cannot thank you enough. And we just got one thing left to say. Pickleball.
What?
Thanks, everybody.
Coming up next, Ed Sheeran, Kelsey Ballerini.
Pickleball addicting and fun, that's no joke. Pickleball and it's not just for old folks. Pickleball.
Whoops, I forgot to take the subscribe portion of that video out of it, but oh well. Anyways, yeah, so congrats, buddy, on the Grammy win.
Congrats to you. My Grammy's right up here. Otherwise, I would grab it and cheers with it, but it's chilling right up there.
But yeah, that was super fun. We filmed that when I was down with you in Naples during the, what was it, the East Naples Winter Classic?
Last January, yep.
Yes, it was super fun. And we've got a whole bunch of different ideas and projects coming up in 2020 that takes advantage of green screen technology and all kinds of state-of-the-art technology. So you're going to definitely want to stay tuned to the YouTube channel for more fun videos like that. But that one was super fun, and I loved it.
Yeah, that was a good time. A lot of fun to do. Another great, amazing video done by the talented Webby over there. So good job with that.
Oh, come on. You're far too kind, but thank you.
Oh, geez. That's what I do. Guys, and one other thing I want to point out. About halfway through the video, Webby and I are going to be doing our dollar store gift exchange, and you do not want to miss that. It's going to be epic. We put a lot of time and thought into this. We'll talk more about it, but stay tuned for that. It'll be around about halfway through the show.
Yeah, but seriously, you're not going to want to miss a single second of this episode. We got so many more great messages from awesome guests. We've got the moments are just going to keep getting better and better as the night goes on. And then, as Eddie said, the dollar store gift exchange. It's going to be epic.
Epic. We got another guest message here. This guest is a fellow pickleball podcaster, and just through talking with him, we've developed a friendship. He's been on our show not only once, but twice in the past year, and that is none other than Barrett Kincheloe.
Hey, Eddie and Webby, it's Barrett from the Pickleball Kitchen podcast. Thank you guys so much for what you've been doing over the last year or so. It's been really fun watching you guys grow and get all these different kinds of interviews and everything. You guys are like on the leading edge of pickleball culture, and I think it's super, super awesome. Keep it up. Keep up the great work. You guys have a Merry Christmas and a great, great New Year. See ya.
Very nice of Barrett to say that. If you guys have not checked out the Pickleball Kitchen, he is Barrett Kincheloe from the Pickleball Kitchen, and he has a weekly podcast with his co-host, Jana Lightfoot, who also was on our show in this past year.
Yes, and that was a very great message. Thank you, Barrett. And super fun episode when Barrett and Jana were both on the show. And when Barrett was first on the show, that was another one of those moments where I almost had to pinch myself because you and I were both big fans of his podcast.
Yep.
And the fact that we were able to get him on our podcast, I mean, that was just such an awesome moment. And he's so down to earth, such a nice guy. And he absolutely loves sharing his knowledge for pickleball. And he's got such great content. He's got a YouTube channel with great stuff on there, a website that's totally devoted to pickleball and helping people learn how to be better players. It's just like, it's crazy all the great content that he's got to offer out there. And it was awesome having him on.
For sure.
But I say we move right along with the next moment on the list. What do you think?
Ooh, I think we should, man.
So last year we had the pickleball anthem, and that took off like crazy. It was a very fun song. People seemed to enjoy it. And then I started to get the itch to write a new song, and I found some motivation from a very popular up-and-coming player that really hit it big on the scene this year. And that person was Leigh Waters. And when I reached out to Leigh Waters to see if her and Leigh would be interested in collaborating for our next big music video, they were all about it. They were super excited. And without further ado, I'd like to show you the results of that. And that is moment number 9, Pickleball for Life.
Cause it's pickleball for life. Pickleball for life. What? Pickleball for life. Yeah. Pickleball for life. Cause pickleball is life. It's the best sport in the world, and that's a fact. If you disagree, boy, you might get smacked. It's a great way to bond for both mothers and daughters. Don't take my word for it, ask Leigh Waters.
This is Leigh, and I'm a pickleball junkie. The addiction is real, yo, and that ain't funny. I tear it up on the court. Yeah, I'm courageous and bold, and the best part is I'm only 12 years old.
Should I read a book? Nah, I'ma play pickleball. Should I do yard work? Nah, I'ma play pickleball. Maybe buy some groceries? No, man, I'ma play pickleball. All I need is pickleball. Eat, sleep, and breathe pickleball. I'ma play this game till the day I die. Cause it's pickleball for life. Pickleball for life. Pickleball for life. Pickleball for life. Yo, cause pickleball is life.
Oh, yeah. Pickleball for life. But, man, I kid you not. That was by far one of the most fun videos I've ever worked on. Just from beginning to end. I mean, the process with you and I collaborating for the writing of the song, and then when I was working with Leigh and Leigh Waters to do their part, that was super fun. And then if you didn't blink too much, you saw a whole bunch of celebrity cameos, pickleball celebrity cameos throughout the video, and most of that was filmed during the 2019 Beer City Open, and it was so much fun recording all the people that were in that, and people were like the very cool part was that people were super excited to be part of it.
Yeah.
And it was just yeah, just the whole process of making that video was super, super fun. And I can't thank everybody enough for helping put that together and be part of it.
Yeah, I can't believe how many cameos there were when you go back and watch it, including one from our friend Scott Golden, who put a comment on Facebook here saying, "What's up, fellas? What's up, Scott? How are you, man?"
Hey, Scott. Great friend of the show. Great friend of ours.
That's right. Yeah, that video, man. I mean, the song, the music video, everything turned out amazing. It was so cool because it was like the pickleball anthem was kind of what set the stage for pickleball. It really explained what the sport is in a fun way. But then Pickleball for Life was like, all right, now let's check out all the pros, man, and how they're dedicated to it.
Right.
So that was solid, man. Really good stuff.
Well, thanks, man. And something that really surprised me is like when I was working on it, I was like, the song's all right. The video definitely blows Pickleball Anthem out of the water. And I was like, the song's all right. I feel like Pickleball Anthem was probably better. But I kid you not, a lot of people told me that they thought Pickleball for Life was better, catchier, and just a better song overall. And that surprised me a lot because I thought for sure people were going to like Pickleball Anthem way better than Pickleball for Life. But it seemed to be popular with some people.
Well, now the challenge is there. 2020 got to come up with an even better song.
That's right. Challenge accepted.
Love it. Well, that was awesome. Obviously, Anna-Leigh and Leigh Waters played a big role in that. Anna-Leigh had her own, musical spot in it. I know Leigh Waters helped kind of set up GarageBand and record that. And she was also in our music video as well. And that leads right into our next guest segment. And this comes from who have now become great friends of the show, both mother and daughter, who were also on our show a couple months back. We're just both featured as the cover story in the most recent Pickleball magazine, and that is Leigh and Anna-Leigh Waters.
So it was a great 2019 for Team Waters. We came away gold medal champions at TOC and Nationals. It was a great 2019 for Eddie and Webby, too. But don't take my word for it. Ask Anna-Leigh Waters.
This is Anna-Leigh, and I'm a pickleball junkie. Eddie and Webby are cool, yo, and oh, so funky. They turned up on the court, yeah, they're courageous and bold. They took on Kyle Yates, but he took the goal.
Pickleball for life?
What?
Pickleball for life?
What?
Yo.
So awesome, man. That was amazing. They're so creative. They're so fun. Like, they are what I love about pickleball right now. You have a mother and daughter out there literally tearing it up on the courts, getting to all the medal matches at all of the top events, and are still so down to earth to be able to put together a recording to send to our show. How freaking amazing is that?
Oh, man, I still can't get over it. And that video cracks me up. I've probably watched it about a dozen times, and every single time it just cracks me up. I love the effort they put into it. And like you said, they're just so fun, so down to earth, and they were just such a pleasure to meet this year and have on the podcast. And I got to tell you, like, the team of Leigh and Anna-Leigh Waters, to me, is probably one of the best things to happen to pickleball, because, I mean, they have helped so much with getting families involved, because they've got the mother and daughter dynamic playing together. Anna-Leigh has helped get the youth involved, because so many young kids are like, wow, this 12-year-old is playing at the pro level and being successful. I want to do this. And it's just amazing. The whole story about Leigh and Anna-Leigh Waters, I love it. And I feel like Leigh and Anna-Leigh Waters in general are one of the top 10 moments of 2019 in the pickleball world.
Yep. And they're just cool. They're super cool, too.
Yeah.
Good peeps.
And I forget, what was the name of that song in the video we just played?
Was it Pickleball for Life?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Pickleball for Life. Wait a second. Actually, if you look at my shirt.
What?
It says Pickleball for Life on it.
Man, where did you get that?
Well, it's funny you ask that. I got this shirt from the Eddie and Webby online merch store.
Wow. Can I get my very own one of those?
As a matter of fact, you could. And I do you happen to know where people could go to get these if they really wanted one?
I do. You can actually go to eddieandwebby.com/store and use coupon code PICKLE10 to pick up your Eddie and Webby merch, including what Webby's wearing, the Pickleball for Life shirt, and my Dink Dare shirt. They're pretty nice. You guys should check it out. Use PICKLE10. And I believe if you put your order in today, you can still get it here for Christmas. Because I know on every single Christmas list that's been handed to you, it's full of Eddie and Webby merch. I know it.
That's right. And yeah, I love self-promotion. It's my favorite part of the show when we
so
do this.
comfortable,
And
isn't
I'm sure the fans all love it. So yeah. But seriously, it does.
Yep.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, it really does.
Yep.
Like, if you want to see Eddie and Webby in more locations and do more traveling and stuff, if you like what we're doing, it's one of the best ways that you can support us is by getting merch, or just go on the YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's as simple as that.
Or give us a like on Facebook.
Yeah. Any of those options. So many options. So many ways to show your support, and we appreciate all of it.
That's right.
But you know what? I think enough of that. I think we should move on with our top 10 list.
What number are we at now?
Well, the previous number was number 9, so I think that would put us at number 8, if I'm not mistaken. So without further ado, number 8 on the top 10 list of our favorite moments of 2019 is Webby at the Great Lakes Regionals. Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm here at the West Hills Athletic Club in Kalamazoo, Michigan for the 2019 USAPA Great Lakes Regional Pickleball Tournament. Oh yeah, this is a great match for us to check out. This is our good friend Kasandra Gehrke along with Zane. All right, a great game. Nice victory for Kasandra and Zane. Some of you might recognize this guy right here. This is DJ Howard. I actually just had some training from him recently, so it's going to be awesome to see him in some tournament action. So let's go. All right, I just happened to run into this guy. This is Dave Weinbach. How's it going, man?
It's going great, man. We're having a great time here in Kalamazoo.
Oh, yeah.
At this regional. This is always a fun tournament. Jim and Yvonne Hackenberg run a first-class tournament. Folks, if you didn't get a chance to come this year, put this on your calendar next year. This venue is great.
Oh, yeah.
High-quality field. Great time. A lot of fun people here.
All right, now I'm here with Kasandra Gehrke. How's it going?
Good. Nice to officially meet you today.
Yeah, this is a historic moment. First time ever meeting in person. So what's going on right here behind me is a super top secret meeting with some of the higher ups in the USAPA. Or I don't, maybe it's not that top secret because they're doing it right here out in the open, but I still thought it was pretty cool and thought it'd be cool to check in. Man, what an awesome experience this has been so far. But I actually need to get going and get cleaned up because in a little while I'm going to be going to a comedy show and our good buddy Matt Lauria is going to be doing some stand-up.
Please put your hands together for Matt Lauria. I'm born and raised here. I live here. I am 33. I've never been married. I've never been engaged. I don't have any kids. I did it, Grand Rapids, Michigan. I did it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, I just purchased this book, Winning Pickleball by Mark Friedenberg, aka Yoda, and he actually just so happens to be right here.
To Webby. You know he wrote a book about pickleball where he shared a lot of secrets, but not them all because he's Yoda. Yo, 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 Yoda.
Here's
is my buddy Ray. We're teaming up once again. Ray and I have been playing together a lot lately, so I'm feeling pretty good going into it. So let's see if we can bring home the gold. Oh man, talk about an intense game 3. We started off with a 6-0 lead, but then they made a great comeback, and it was back and forth. In the end, we were victorious 11-9. I am telling you, that was by far the most intense tournament game I've ever been part of. Came down to game 3, very close all the way to the end, but we did it. Man, that was such a fun experience for me. That was definitely my favorite experience that did not involve Eddie. And we each wanted to focus on a tournament that we each did without each other because we both had some pretty amazing experiences without each other. And that was definitely my favorite of the year. I had a bunch of awesome ones, but that one really stands out to me for numerous reasons. It was the first time that I ever met Kasandra, Gehrke, and Dave Weinbach in person. Cassandra has been a great friend of ours for a long time. So I felt like I already knew her very well, but that was the first time I ever got to meet her in person. So that was awesome, getting to see her and Zane play together. That was very cool. I also met Mark Friedenberg, a.k.a. Yoda, and Steve Paranto actually did a song about him, which we played a short little clip there. And also got to finally see Matt Lauria do some stand-up comedy in person. That was very cool. It was hilarious. It was such a fun night. And then to top it off, I got my very first medal in a 3.5 tournament with my buddy Ray, and I just happened to be wearing that medal right now. And I love this medal too. Like next to the Beer City Open medal, I think this is the nicest looking medal that I have ever won. It's the USAPA Great Lakes Regionals medal. It's a silver medal. I am very proud of this one. And yeah, that was just definitely a huge highlight for me from the year.
Yeah, the video was awesome. It looked like a great time, great location, great experience overall.
Yeah, super fun. Loved every bit of it. And speaking of Kasandra, Gehrke, and Matt Lauria, we actually have a couple video messages from them. So I say we go ahead and roll it.
Hey, Eddie and Webby, it's Cass here. Just want to say thank you for having me on the show again in 2019. I had a blast with you guys, and it was fun getting to know you at a ton of different events and tournaments this year. I think you guys got a good thing going on, and love watching your show. Hope to be a part of it again in 2020, and can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us in 2020. Thanks again, guys.
Eddie and Webby, Happy New Year, happy holidays, an amazing 2019, and even more successful than 2018. Can't imagine what's in store for 2020 for you guys, but I do imagine it will have a lot of that's awesome, oh yeah, and a ton more of Webby rapping off beat. Sincerely, guys, thank you so much for including me in the 2019 Eddie and Webby show, the greatest show in all of pickleball.
Awesome. Thanks, Cass. Thanks, Matt. Both of them are huge friends of ours, and both of them are probably two of our biggest and longest supporters of anybody that we know in the pickleball world. So, yeah, love both of them. Both of them are great friends of ours, and can't thank you enough for the kind words.
Yes, another couple great segments from some of our guests, which was really exciting to see. Wanted to bring up a couple social media comments here, if that's okay with you, Webby.
Yeah,
and the first one is actually from Aunt Esther. Esther Gulias says, Esther Gulias was watching. Thank you so much for watching, Aunt Esther. We appreciate you. Yeah. And Andre Paul. Andre says, is Lauren really live right now too? It's on. Yes. Live with Lauren. Lauren McLaughlin is on right now with the APP show. We typically don't like to schedule times where we're interfering with each other, but she is on right now talking about all the great stuff that's going on with the APP. And yes, Andre, it is on. It's going to be on for a long time with them. So We're going to be talking about that here in a little bit, right, Webby?
Yep. Oh, it is on for sure. He is absolutely right about that. But yeah.
Well, Webby got to share one of his favorite experiences from 2019 when he was at a tournament without me. And, you know, he lives in Michigan. I live in Florida. We can't always get to see each other. So obviously we're gonna be at different tournaments without each other. And I want to talk about one that really stood out for me in 2019. It was by far the largest tournament I had ever been to. It was by far the most amazing matches that I've been able to watch right there up close and personal. It was 10 days of straight partying and pickleball, and it was a life-changing moment for me, and that was the 2019 U.S. Open right here in Naples, Florida. I'm so fortunate to be able to live 5 miles from East Naples Community Park, which is the home of the U.S. Open. I had a great time. I only played one day, and that was men's age skill 35 or 3.5 35 plus. And it was an absolutely amazing tournament. We went 2-2, and for the U.S. Open, I felt great about that. I think that was my second ever 3.5 tournament that I played in. Partner and I played incredibly well, had a great time. I broke the net at one match, which was a highlight of mine. I can say I broke a net at the U.S. Open. But it was such a good time. I drank my weight in land shark at least 2 to 3 times over. It was an awesome time hanging out in the Margaritaville Lounge, watching some of the pro matches. And I'm just going to shut up and stop talking about it. And I'm going to show the video for moment number 7. And that is Eddie at the U.S. Open.
Well, here I am. The 2019 U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. So come on, let's go. They just popped over here to the Monarch booth, and I think I found a paddle that might actually allow me to hit the ball on a more frequent basis. Check it out. Everybody knows I'm a little bit of a Paddle Tech fanboy, but you guys gotta check out their booth, man. It's one of the best. Come on. That paddle might look familiar to you because it's what I used to play with yesterday. It's nice. You guys should really check it out.
That looks like Eddie Atkins on there, man.
Future 4.0 player.
Project
right there.
We're working on it right now.
Yeah, you got to check it out, man. Listen, this guy's a machine. He's here at the U.S. Open hanging out, and he's still just working.
There's no breaks, Eddie. No breaks in this game. This is pickleball, man.
That's
We're
right,
serious
man.
about it. We're going to get you there.
Yes, 4.0,
All right,
baby.
buddy.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Eddie.
See you, man.
All right, see you guys.
The one thing I love is you come to these tournaments and you stick around after, you might actually get some pretty sweet matches as well. Check it out. Now these patron passes are awesome and they get you to the Margaritaville Lounge, but I'm not allowed to record in there, so this is about the most you're gonna be able to see of it.
What an amazing experience that was. As you guys saw at the end, that spot where me and Matt Lauria was, that's where I was parked for pretty much the entire week. And it's awesome because anytime I go back and I watch some of the amazing matches that came out of the 2019 U.S. Open, there I am hanging out in the background. So I will never forget how amazing it was for my first U.S. Open. And if you guys are lucky enough to come to that event, it's totally worth it. It's incredible.
Yeah, it looked awesome. Unfortunately, I was not able to be there. I watched a lot of it during the live streams, and I'm not going to lie, I was very jealous of you because I saw you in the background of every single match, it seemed like.
I can't tell you how many people I got texts from, and they're like, is that you back there all day long? Like, yeah, pretty much. Either I was playing or I was there, so fun times.
And I kept watching, and I was like, I'm going to send him a message and see if he reads it while he's watching the match right now. And there were a couple times where I think I saw you like glancing down, but for the most part, you were locked on the court.
Did you see me pick that up and like throw the phone away? Like, I don't want to talk to Webby right now. God.
Yeah, pretty much. I was very offended by that, but whatever.
So much fun. Definitely one of the top moments of 2019. And if you guys saw in there, I had a little clip of a match going on that our friend Joey Farias was playing, and him and the Puppet Master were playing. And the next guest message that we have is actually from our friend Joey Farias. I'm going to go ahead and play that for you right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Joey Farias. I was fortunate enough to be on the Eddie and Webby show a couple of times this year. If you guys haven't liked their stuff on YouTube, make sure to check them out, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to help these guys out because they do such a great job promoting pickleball. Hopefully you guys have great holidays here coming up soon, and then get ready for an awesome 2020 with a bunch of new tournaments coming up, new paddles. I think it's going to be great. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Joey. Appreciate you being on. Yeah, he jumped on the show live from the Florida Grand Slam last year. He also jumped on live from Parent Beer Company during the Beer City Open live podcast that was hijacked by the pros. So check those out. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah, Joey's an awesome guy. Unfortunately, both times he was on the podcast, I was not part of the interview, even at Beer City Open. Even though I was at Beer City Open, he came to the table at a moment when I was not at the announcer's booth during the podcast. So haven't actually had a chance to interact with him during the podcast yet, but I got to meet him at Beer City Open. Super, super nice guy. Yeah. Such a great player, too. And yeah, that was awesome. Thanks for the message, Joey. But now it's actually time for the next moment on our top 10 list.
Ooh, I'm getting excited.
Oh, yeah. And this next moment on the list, it's something that involves some drama, and it's drama that just recently started taking place, but it has made a huge impact in the world of Eddie and Webby. And without further ado, moment number 6 is the feud between Eddie and Webby and the No Smoke Pickleball Show.
I mean, did you guys ask some tough, hard-hitting questions?
Do you need me to come on the show to ask the hard questions? Because I just know you're way too nice of a guy.
We were trying to do a little Eddie and Webby versus the No Smoke Show challenge. However, Eddie decided to be a loser and not come to Michigan and play.
I feel
then
we have
Webby's
Webby
it's
Webby. So
I
yeah.
mean,
if you have a paddle, you could be Webby. You know what I mean? Anybody.
I mean, put a cardboard cutout on the court.
Yo, we heard the No Smoke Pickleball Show talking smack about Eddie and Webby. Well, we've stayed quiet long enough. Listen up. Selinko and McLaughlin, they're the new kids on the block and they're starting something. Simone and Kyle, they love running their mouths. Well, you got our attention, now we're ready to pound. You say you're no smoke, more like a big joke. It's time somebody put you in your place, so let's go. You got a great show, but we detect some trouble. You argue all the time like an old married couple. You're trying real hard to be a multimedia pro, but technical issues are all you seem to know.
Oh, hey, we're back. Okay. We're back. That's better.
You say we're too nice and don't ask hard-hitting questions. How about you shut your mouth? That's a great suggestion. I heard you talking smack about my pickleball skills. Well, you better watch out. I'll make you head for the hills. You guys are controversial. We've got nothing but class. Why don't you take your no smoke and blow it straight up your...
Hey guys, Lauren McLaughlin here. We are at Nationals 2019. First of all, Eddie and Webby thought they could come at us with a sweet diss track. We're gonna go get some dirt on these guys. We're gonna make them look like fools. All right, Lindsay Newman. What do you guys think of Eddie and Webby?
What is that?
They have like a podcast too.
Okay.
Eddie and Webby?
Yes.
Who in the world are they? There's so many people up and coming, but I've never...
No, they're lower level players. They have like a podcast.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't think I've ever heard of them. I've heard the names, couldn't really tell you much about them. I just know that they, I think they do a podcast. Eddie and Webby. Is that a pub and grill?
Eddie and Eddie?
Eddie and Webby.
What do they do?
They have like a podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Eddie and Webby?
Yeah.
Who the heck are they?
They had like an 80s cop show. No, it was the guys from Sesame Street, right?
Oh, Eddie and Webby. They're the guys that mow our lawn. Oh, yes.
I don't have time for this. I don't know who those people are. Leave me alone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Eddie and who?
So yeah, I'm sorry. I've never heard of them.
Well, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Eddie and Webby? Who is that?
Never heard of them before.
Oh, Eddie and Webby. I just know it was something to do with the goat.
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of them. Who?
Oh, Edward and Webster. Oh, yeah. I went to college with Webster. He actually stole my car sophomore year. Great guys.
I saw them in Vegas. That's that new duo mime team. They go around, they don't say a word, and it's captivating.
Never mind, Randy. It doesn't seem like you know who they are.
Hold on, Google.
What's up?
Siri.
Next time. Thanks.
Siri,
Thanks for your time.
Eddie and Web.
Who are they?
They have like a show. They play pickleball.
Have I played them before?
No, they are not at your level.
Oh, so they're like the guys that I could like beat with like a frying pan or something on the court? Those kind of guys?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay, I got you. I don't know, I'm sorry.
Tyler, I know you have some opinions on Eddie and Webby.
Who?
Eddie and Webby, man, you were just on their podcast.
I don't really do interviews anymore.
So that wasn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so I know you, of all people, have an opinion on Eddie and Webby. What is it?
On Eddie. Who's Webby?
No, there's two of them. It's Eddie and Webby.
Oh, I've only known Eddie. I mean, he does some of the YouTube videos with us, and I mean, you all know that he needs all the help he can get.
That's true. He's a perfect subject for
Yeah,
your videos.
exactly. So
Yeah,
again,
there's two of them though.
Yeah, I never heard of Webby. I didn't even know that was. Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Simone. I mean, we scoured the grounds of Indian Wells at the 2019 Nationals. Nobody knows who these guys are. How am I supposed to get dirt when nobody knows who they are? What are you gonna do?
Yep, there you have it. The feud between Eddie and Webby and the No Smoke Pickleball show. And just to show like how far this feud goes, I mean, Lauren knew we were doing our show live tonight, and then she decided to just do her APP show at the same time as this show. I mean, I tell you. But nah, it's we love Lauren and Kyle. It's been a fun time getting to know them, and it's been a fun little beef. And even after all the back and forth, they were nice enough to send us a message. So without further ado, let's go ahead and play the message from those chumps, Lauren and Kyle.
Guys, it's the No Smoke Show. Lauren McLaughlin, Kyle Selinko, Eddie and Webby. We wanted to send you a special Christmas message because really, I mean, this year we did all we got to do because of Eddie and Webby.
Yeah, for sure. If they didn't suck so bad,
I know.
There wouldn't have been a space for us to have to fill.
Exactly. And we just were able to come in there so brilliantly and just sort of push them to the side, you know? And they rode our coattails as much as they could, which
Yeah.
was to be expected. But I mean, we gave them all that amazing material
Think
for them
about
to do
all
their
the
diss track.
all their material from the diss track and all their notoriety came from the stuff from our stuff.
Exactly. They just had to try and like create something out of nothing, which they did a decent job. We didn't mind it. We enjoyed sort of the friendly banter and competition, but of course, you know, we have to thank Eddie and Webby for,
Thank you guys.
really giving us the space that we needed to make this show great.
But in all seriousness, it was.
We're getting serious.
Yeah, we gotta
now?
get serious.
Okay,
now.
okay, guys,
All
we'll
right.
be serious.
Eddie and Webby, it was really great getting to know you guys. We thank you so much for helping us as much as you guys did along the way with starting our show and just the knowledge you guys had beforehand and from your guys' show. And we look forward to keeping our working relationship together and
our personal relationship because we love you guys.
Yep.
You guys are the best fellow Michiganders, Midwest Mafia and all that good stuff. And we have just super enjoyed chatting with you guys and having this fun fake beef, which has been super fun. And we love getting to collab with you guys and being on each other's shows.
And Webby, it was really fun getting to play with you at in Michigan.
You kicked ass,
which you
like
did.
legit.
You played awesome, and we really look forward to. I look forward to playing with Eddie in the near future, and hopefully that will happen pretty soon. And
just hanging out, getting to know
hanging
you guys more, and working more together, and bouncing ideas off each other. And it's just been a super, super fun year. And here's to many awesome things to come in 2020. And congrats on your year-end show. I hope it's going awesome, and I hope we're like at the top. I hope we're like one of the top.
Yeah, and just
things that
congrats and your show continuing.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Everybody loves you. We love you. And it's been an absolute blast here at the No Smoke Pickleball Show, getting to work with you guys and having so much fun. So from all of us here at No Smoke with our golden microphone, Midwest Mafia, what? Merry Christmas. Have an awesome New Year. And we'll see you guys on the other side.
Yeah, we'll see you in 2020.
We'll see you on the court.
Man, I love that message. That was seriously such a great message. I love how it started off with them keeping the beef going, keeping the feud going. But then it got actually pretty heartfelt and sentimental there. And seriously, Lauren and Kyle are probably two of our best friends that we met this year, and it's been such a fun time getting to know them. We met Lauren at the Beer City Open. She did some of the live streams with us, did some commentating with us, and we got to talking. And we formed a very good personal relationship, a good professional relationship with some collaborations and stuff. The feud that we've got going on it's pretty fun, and everybody can rest assured we're not going to let that slide. That video that they published about people not knowing who we are, especially considering 3/4 of them were on our podcast and still said they didn't know who we were. But anyways, that's beside the point. But yeah, we're going to have to respond to that video at some point. But seriously, Lauren and Kyle, thank you very much for that message. We love working with you. When I did the match with myself and Maggie Remynse against Lauren and Kyle, that was super fun. It was seriously a super, super close, intense match. I'd love to do a rematch sometime and get that golden microphone from them. As you saw in the video, that is what they won by defeating Maggie and I. So if you want to see that, we do have a YouTube video that shows the highlights from that match. That was super fun. Such a great time. And yeah, I definitely look forward to continuing our feud and continuing the fun with Lauren and Kyle of the No Smoke Pickleball Show.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a good time. Love the relationship we have with them. I do think it is funny because there are people out there that legitimately think that we don't like each other. That this is serious. I've had a couple people come up to me like, "Was that are you guys being serious?" And it's like, come on, man. If you know Webby and I a little bit, you know that that's just not our style. So it's fun. I'm definitely enjoying it for sure.
Yeah, I've had numerous people do the exact same thing. Like they're wondering, like, man, that was pretty brutal. Or is everything okay?
Yeah, you guys good? Like, yeah, we're all good. But I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but in 2019, we released our post-podcast called Dinking Around with Eddie and Webby. And really, we did that because we wanted to keep the podcast PG-13. We wanted it to be very family-friendly. we wanted to really put on a show. That's why it's almost also called the Eddie and Webby Show, right? We put a lot of time and dedication into putting a really high quality production together. We keep it fairly on script with things. We really like to get deep with our guests. But Dinking Around was created because it was more of just a free format type of show that we wanted to do, where if we wanted to throw some curse words out there and not be so worried about it, we could. If we wanted to go a little bit deeper, maybe play some videos of things that were more controversial, maybe have guests on that we're going to drop a few F-bombs like Kyle. We knew that it was going to be, an opportunity to do that. So we started that, and now we're 14 episodes in. I can't even remember now.
Yeah,
how many.
I think we're 15 in, but yeah, 90% of it is just off the top of our heads, not planned out, just kind of whatever we think of in the moment. We might have like a few topics that we want to discuss, maybe a couple videos that we want to show, but for the most part, totally unplanned. It's just whatever happens. And I think the episode with Kyle and Lauren is the only one on our YouTube channel that requires you to be 18 or older to view.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for that, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I love it though. Like it's such a fun show.
Yeah.
And like for anybody that's like genuinely interested in what Eddie and I are up to, like that's where we dive into like what we're doing, tournaments we're doing, like in-depth information and details about different things that we've done that's pickleball related, stuff that we just don't get a chance to cover when we have these awesome guests on during the regular Eddie and Webby show. So if you are a fan of Eddie and Webby, that's the perfect show for you, because we really go deep and get deep and personal.
That's right. And with some of the changes we might be making in 2020, who knows? We might even take Dinking Around to the next level. And maybe we'll call it slamming around, right? Can you do that? If you can dink around, can you slam around? Can you bang around? Like what's the next version?
Yeah, banging around with Eddie and Webby.
Banging around. All right. That almost turned into an episode of Dinking Around right there.
Yeah.
But that was one of the good moments of that. And in fact, the next group of guests that I'm going to play this little segment from, they were all guests on Dinking Around with Eddie and Webby. And I'm going to go ahead and play that now.
What's going on, Eddie and Webby? It's the Golden Boy. I just wanted to wish you guys a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. 2019 coming to an end. We're rolling into 2020 strong. I'm so excited about seeing what you guys are going to do in 2020. You guys are really making things happen in the pickleball world, and I'm just thankful to be friends with you guys and tag along. I hope you guys enjoy every part of the holiday season with your friends and family, and we will catch up soon. See you guys on the tournament trail.
Hey, Eddie and Webby. I wanted to say good job in 2019 on your podcast. You guys are knowledgeable and informative. You have good background on your guests, and you ask good questions. I appreciate that. I also want to thank you for allowing me to be on your show. I had a lot of fun. I look forward to what you have going on in the future in 2020. I know you got some really good stuff in store, and I'm hoping people will tune in and check you guys out because you are the best. Webby, you're going to beat Eddie.
Mr. Future, what happened to Eddie and Webby when they came to play Platform Files in Chicago?
They got blasted. Ebby, Weddy, or whatever the hell you two call yourselves. Happy holidays to your three viewers out there. 2019 was a real lucky one for you two, mostly because you didn't do anything. You talked a lot, you drank a lot, you played a couple scrubs, Kyle Yates. 2020, just do me this one favor. Pick a paddle, don't matter, we can battle. Platform Files, we're going to dink our balls real deep in your kitchen.
Oh my God. I love it.
Yep. That was Scott Golden, DJ Howard, and Jeroni Barnes from Platform Files. They're the group that put together the Dink These Balls music video, which you guys haven't checked it out. Go check it out. Just search on YouTube for Platform Files, and it is absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
So funny. Real quick, I got a comment from Barrett Kincheloe. He said that is an awesome Christmas tree, and I think he was referring to Scott Golden's Christmas tree, which I agree. That was very nice.
Very nice tree.
Yep.
And yeah, seriously, to all three of them, Scott, DJ, Platform Files, aka the Future from the Platform Files, who left the message. All three of them, got to thank you very much for being on Dinking Around, because when it comes to the Dinking Around show, like, we don't plan that ahead of time. So sometimes it comes down to just them, like, people messaging us or us messaging them while we're live, like, hey, you want to be on the show with us, like, right now, right this very second? And all three of them agreed to join us on the spot without any preparation whatsoever. And Scott Golden, he's always been a huge supporter and a great friend of ours from the very beginning. And like I've always said, can't think of a better ambassador for the sport of pickleball in general. DJ Howard, such a great person, a great trainer. I've been playing episodes of segments from when I got training from DJ earlier this summer. And for anybody that's wondering, I've had people ask me, like, hey, are you gonna continue your training with DJ Howard? Since this is our season finale, we're not gonna have another new episode probably for a few weeks. What we're gonna do is we're gonna release a playlist of all of the videos of the training that I got from DJ Howard, and just stay tuned, because I might just add the rest of the training to that playlist. Unless we end up doing an episode sooner than expected, then we'll continue it there. But yeah, just keep an eye out for a playlist on our YouTube channel of Webby getting training from DJ Howard, and you'll be able to see all the videos there, because it's great stuff. I still learn every time I watch it. I learn some stuff. And then last but not least, Platform Files. When they were on Dinking Around, I kid you not, it was so hard to get through that episode just without laughing the entire time, because they were hilarious. It was such a fun episode. Definitely the craziest episode of Dinking Around that we've ever done. And it was awesome. Love it. And I definitely hope in 2020 we do an Eddie and Webby versus Platform Files match.
Yeah, and I hope that they try to teach us platform tennis too. It looks like a fun sport. Never tried it. I know they play both. It'd be fun to do.
Yeah, I would love to kick their butts in pickleball, and then they can try and kick our butts at a platform.
Didn't we agree to do butts up pickleball too? Or at least I agreed. I don't know that you did. I did.
You agreed to butts up.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear the details of that, check out the Dinking Around episode that Platform Files was on.
Yep. Yeah, I regret that for sure. Great stuff. Well, we're at the halfway point. Webby, can you believe that?
Oh, wait a minute. The halfway point, does that mean it's time for what I think it is time for?
I think it is. And just so you guys know, going back to when Webby and I were first friends in high school and through college, and as we both found wives and started families and things like that, we always thought it would be fun for Christmas and other events, birthdays, weddings, things like that, to go to the dollar store and find the most creative gifts that we possibly could and give those to each other, right, Webby?
Yes. Yeah, instead of getting like a really nice, sentimental, expensive gift, we were like, let's go to a dollar store, find like either the most creative, funniest, or absolutely most hideous thing you can find. And it became such a fun tradition. Like, I look forward to it every year. Shopping for this stuff was just as fun as getting the stuff. I mean, it's just because like sometimes it's a challenge to go to the store, especially like I feel like dollar stores are getting better as time goes on. Like they increase their quality of the stuff that they offer. So you got to look a little bit harder. But if you find a really good dollar store, you can find some really, really weird things.
That's right. So for Christmas this year, we thought we would ship each other gifts. It had to be from the dollar store. There was a $10 max budget for the items. And I shipped mine to Webby, which made it barely in time because there were some issues with UPS.
Yeah, it arrived less than an hour before the show started. So it came down to the wire, but it made it just in time. So it added to the excitement.
That's right. And so we're going to be opening them on the air for you guys, and I'm excited. But Webby, we got to figure out who should go first. And how do we figure this out, man? Like, we got to be able to get creative here.
How about I flip the Founder's bottle cap from the beer that I opened, and if it lands like label side up, you go first. If it lands the other way, I go first. How about that?
Okay, so label side up, I go. Label side down, you go, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Flip it.
All right. Now, should I catch it and then do the hand slap thing, or just let it land and then however it lands? I never know like what's the best way. Okay, here we go. I'm going to flip it and let it land.
I think it's likely going to go head side down because that's just the way it's weighted.
You're going first, my friend. It was label side up.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to be going first. Is there any particular order in how I should be opening these gifts here? Should I open the card first?
Let's see here. Do the card last. Do the gifts, but I say any order. You can do any order you want. Yep.
Okay. Here we go. So again, dollar store. Which dollar store did you go to as I'm opening this?
This is called Dollar Castle in Garden City, Michigan.
Sounds great. Well, I'm very happy to announce that I have Dr. Sheffield's antifungal cream. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
For that.
You're welcome. It helps with athlete's foot. I mean, I'm sure some people suffer from that during pickleball. And you know, if it comes from the dollar store, it's going to be grade A, top-notch antifungal cream.
Yep.
So,
jock itch, ringworm.
You're welcome.
All the things. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it covers everything. Everything that you're dealing with.
Yeah, all the issues that I'm having right now. Nice, thank you. Can it help me with my topspin forehand drives? Because I've been really working on that, but no, I don't think it can help with that, can it?
Probably not. Probably not.
Okay. Oh, this is compared to the active ingredient of tenactin. Tough actin tenactin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one here. Oh, little green screen action here.
Nice.
Okay, let's open this. I can't even believe they still make these.
This is bringing the technology back to the Eddie and Webby show. This is the technology portion of the podcast.
So for anybody 30 and older, you'll know exactly what this is. It's the Carr audio cassette adapter. And so I remember in my first couple vehicles, they didn't have CD players. So I would hook my portable CD player up into this, and you'd put the cassette in the cassette player in the car, and you could actually play your CDs through that.
Yeah, but this is new technology. If you noticed on the packaging, you can plug an MP3 player into this cassette tape.
Oh, so this goes to like 2001.
Yeah. Man. You can do your SanDisk MP3 player, your iPod 1.
iPod original, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I can even put an iPad. I can plug an iPad. So that's what's crazy is this was actually created after the invention of the iPad, which was in 2009? So this has been created in the last 10 years. That's pretty amazing.
Right. Yeah. Like, were there actually vehicles that had cassette players after the year 2009?
I don't know. I mean, look, yeah, the MP3 player that's listed, that's the original iPod from 1998. That's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for that. So I can put on my antifungal cream, take care of the ringworm, jump into my 1987 Chevy, and listen to my CD player.
That's right. We got a message here from Lauren McLaughlin, who was part of moment number 6 that we just watched. And she says, I'm not ashamed to admit my first 2 cars, maybe 3, had tape players.
Yep.
Old school.
Well, Lauren is our age, so I remember my first 2 vehicles. Definitely had tape players. You know what's funny though? My very first pickup truck that I had a tape player, but it was a modern tape player, and it wouldn't work with one of those. And I hated that. It drove me nuts. It didn't have a CD player, and the cassette player wouldn't take those cassettes.
Oh, man.
It's crazy. So that's.
We also have a message from Barrett Kincheloe, who was. We saw a very nice message from him earlier, and he said, "Remember the noise it made when you would rewind."
Mm-hmm.
I do remember the rewind noise.
All the nostalgia brings me back.
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is gift number 3. And it's some practice balls.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Notice how giant the holes are, and if you feel the balls, you'll see how like cheaply made they are. I feel like you could probably get at least 2, maybe 3 hits before they break.
Yeah, I feel like one overhead smash, and this thing is just gonna crack in half because they're super tough too. Like you can't even squeeze them with your hand. There's no flex to them at all. These are good practice balls, though. It doesn't say which sport you're practicing with, but if you want to practice, these are your balls to practice with.
Yeah, no, it covers them all. Any sport you can think of, you can practice with these balls. They're practice balls.
Bowling, tennis, racquetball, ping pong, any of them. These you can practice with.
If the sport involves a ball, just use those practice balls.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for the gifts, Webby. I definitely will put them to good use.
You're welcome. And now go ahead and open the card and read the card and show the contents of the card.
Oh. The front says, congratulations. It's usually what happens when I get a Christmas card. It says congratulations. So
that's right.
We're on the right track so far.
A Christmas congratulations card.
Yep. All right, here we go. We have a well done. Congratulations, Eddie ribbon. Thank you for that. There's the potty training award.
That's right.
I like this, man. Given to Eddie as well. Thank you very much for my ribbons.
You're welcome.
The card says, all of your hard work has paid off. Now it's time to celebrate the wonderful person you are and all that you've accomplished. Best wishes always. And then there's a personalized note here. It says, Eddie.
Oh, yes.
I hope you are cherishing your time with the Eddie and Webby Championship belt and the autographed Kyle Yates paddle, which are both right over here. The days of you having possession of them are numbered, and they won't be with you much longer, my friend. Sincerely, Webby.
That's right.
Well, we're going to see about that, my friend. But I definitely appreciate the ribbons that will go along with the 5-time earned championship belt and autographed Kyle Yates paddle.
Well, anybody that was paying attention to DJ Howard's message, he ended by saying, Webby, you will beat Eddie. And I believe him. I believe him.
We'll just
DJ Howard is a very smart man. DJ Howard is a very smart man. And as we talked about a couple episodes ago, DJ Howard and myself are going to be teaming up against Eddie and his buddy Tony from Into Pickle for an Eddie and Webby match at some point in the year 2020. So, yeah, who knows? That could be the time. I have a feeling I might win the belt and the paddle before that point in time, but you never know. We'll see what happens.
Well, thank you very much for the gifts, Webby. In the spirit of Eddie versus Webby and the trash talking that ensues with that, I think it's time for you to open your gift. And for yours, you're going to open the flat sheet that says open first.
All right, so I have that right here.
Okay.
This right here says open first.
Yep, go ahead and open that. And that's dollar store gift wrap as well.
All right. I can tell it's a very weird consistency. It rips very strangely. You ever noticed that? Like the dollar store wrapping paper is just weird.
It's the worst. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like when you try to rap with it, it rips like every few seconds. Like it's just, it's horrible. Anyway, so here's looks like maybe a letter or something.
It's actually a poem.
There's a lot of, a poem. Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Lots of writing on here.
Yep. And so
here we go.
There's going to be a few stops during the poem when it's going to instruct you to open different gifts. Just so you know, gift 2 is inside of gift 1. So why don't you go ahead and start the poem?
All right, don't mind if I do. And it is titled, "'Twas the Night Before the Eddie and Webby Show" by Eddie. 'Twas the night before the Eddie and Webby Show, and Eddie has given you some gifts to help you in the next Eddie versus Webby match so that you stop playing like crap. Eddie's advice for you is to get yourself physically strong. Here's a box of high-protein foods that are shaped like little dongs. Open gift number 1, it says.
So a box of high-protein foods that are shaped like little dongs.
All right, so this gift right here is labeled number 1. Let's go ahead and rip into it, see what we got inside.
And when you see gift 2, just go ahead and put that to the side for a moment.
Okay. All right, so it's a box. It's a very nice, festive Christmas type of box.
Dollar store, yep.
Shoebox style. Okay, I've popped to the top.
Go ahead and put gift 2 to the side.
Okay,
That was in there just for packaging purposes, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, we've got a box full of canned goods, it looks like. We've got Van Camp's Beanie Weenie Original.
Yep.
We've got Armour Chicken Vienna Sausage.
Yeah.
I love chicken sausage. Absolute best thing ever made. We've got Armour Potted Meat. The hell is potted meat? I don't even know what that is, but thank you for that. We've got Armour Vienna Sausage Hot and Spicy. Very nice. And last but not least in this box is Armour Vienna Sausage Jalapeno.
Yep.
Well, nice. Thank you. I'll be eating very good. And I do kind of want to try the potted meat. Like, what the hell is it like pot roast or what the hell?
maybe before moment number 2, we can bust that out. What do you say?
Yeah, I should at least open it. I'll see what it smells like, and we'll take
open
it
it,
from there.
instantly smell, see if you vomit. I think that's the way to do it.
Nice. Well, thank you. Protein is very good, especially when playing pickleball. You need to. It's a good way to stay hydrated. You want to, if you have good protein levels. I heard that it helps with hydration levels.
So go ahead and continue with the poem. If you want to reread section 1 again, you're welcome to, or you just want to go into section 2.
All right. So it said, Eddie's advice for you is to get yourself physically strong. Here's a box of high-protein foods that are shaped like little dongs, and that is true. A lot of the labeling on those cans looks like little dongs. That's for sure. So open gift number 1. I did that. Now it says, some more advice for you is to play relaxed, you dirty scrub. So the night before our next match, use some unicorn bath dust in the tub. Unicorn bath dust. Interesting. So it says open gift number 2, which I have right here. So let's see here. Unicorn approved sugar candy scented bath dust. Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well, my doctor always said, make sure that your stuff is unicorn approved if you're going to use it. And so this is unicorn approved bath dust. What the hell is bath dust?
You can take a little relaxing bath the night before our next match, get you nice and calm and relaxed, and you got unicorn bath dust, so you're good.
Nice. I definitely want to try bath dust out and see how that goes.
Yep.
All right. So after gift number 2, it says, and be sure to study hard. Watching videos of our competitions, you can see all the bad shots you took and stop hitting them. That's your mission. Okay, good advice. Open gift number 3, it says. So here we go. Gift number 3. Feels like it might be a book of some sort. Okay, so unicorn notes.
Mhm.
Very nice. Nice, shiny unicorn notes notebook.
Yeah, so you can go back, watch your matches, look at all the crappy shots you took, and take notes of them so that you don't do them.
Very
again,
nice.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll come in handy. It really will. All right, so after gift number 3, it says, use this unicorn-themed notebook to note all your screw-ups, sport, and all the times where you whiffed or hit the ball out of the court, which happened way more than I would like to admit. God damn it. Oh, sorry, this is not dinking
Yeah,
around.
this
I
is
should not
dinking
say
around.
I should not use the Lord's name in vain. I apologize. Why unicorns, you might ask? Well, that's easy, you see, because the likelihood of seeing a unicorn is the same likelihood of you ever beating Eddie. Oh, come on.
Boom. Microphone
No.
dropped. Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas from your best friend, Eddie. Nice. That's awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, even though I disagree with most of the contents of that poem. That was good stuff. Thank you, man. That was good.
My pleasure. And I'm excited for you to try out the high protein foods that are shaped like little dongs.
Yes. That was awesome. I like that. We should definitely continue that tradition during these shows.
Yeah. I actually went to a Dollar General, which not all dollar stores, guys, if you don't know this, not all dollar stores, items are $1 there. So like each of those meats were 60 cents, but then like the notebook was $2.50 and the bath dust was like, I don't know, $3. Like not everything's $1. And I'm
man.
like, what, this is a dollar store. Everything's supposed to be $1.
Yeah. Well, same thing with Dollar Castle. Like Dollar Castle, like most of it is $1 or less, but then they have a section that's like well over $10. I mean, come on. Why put dollar in your name, bro?
Right. So if you're a general or you live in a castle, everything's not $1. But if you go to the tree, everything's $1 there.
That's right.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is
I love
Dollar
it.
Store
No, that
Shopping
was fun.
101. Yeah. That was a good time.
I
Yeah.
love
Thank
it.
you.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Well, I think it's time to get to our next moment of our top 10 moments of 2019. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
So actually, the gift section and your gifts in particular, actually both of our gifts had to do with this, and that was our Eddie. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong section.
Yeah.
I was reading ahead. I was getting too excited. So what the moment number 5 is something very special in my heart. It was every time that Eddie and I actually played together during tournaments, which unfortunately doesn't get to happen as much as I would like. But we had a few very fun tournament experiences together. So number 5 on the top 10 list of our favorite moments of 2019 is Eddie and Webby tournaments. Well, here we go. It's the morning of the East Naples Winter Classic.
Today is men's doubles. We're playing 3.0.
Man, this is an awesome venue.
We actually made it through round 1.
That's right. And it doesn't matter that it's because there was a bye for us in round 1 and we didn't play at all. It doesn't matter. We made it to round 2. All right, here we go. Our first game of the tournament. Super fun series of matches there.
Yep. On to the loser's bracket.
Yep.
Or the opportunity bracket.
Yes, the opportunity bracket is waiting for us.
He's trying to hit me to get a point.
So that game is done, and we were victorious.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nicely done.
That was our first tournament win together, the first of many.
Here we go. If we can win this one, we'll move on to the bronze medal match.
That's right, let's go do it, man.
Let's do it. Wow, so talk about an intense game, but unfortunately, we are out. We lost. All right, day 2 of the Midwest Indoor Winter Championships, and today is men's doubles day.
Yes, this is the day that Webby and I are playing together in 3-0 men's doubles.
Let's do it.
Let's go do our game, man.
It was a barn burner, that's for sure. On to round 2. All right, here we go.
Game 3.
All right, we just came off of our first victory of the day.
Yep.
Here's game 4.
Let's do it up. Let's do it, man.
Man, that was probably the most fun game we played so far today, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We still got one left, so
let's do it, man.
Yeah. All right, just finished our 5th and final game, and we were victorious. Oh yeah. All right, we just got the results, and how'd it go?
Well, better than last time we played here.
Last time we played here, we got 0 victories.
0. Today we got 2.
Today we got 2 victories, and unfortunately, we were just out of medal contention. We got 4th place. We are in the car on the way to Belknap Park for men's doubles day.
That's right, men's doubles 3-5, game 1. Let's go do this, man.
Let's do it.
I'd like to thank our platinum sponsors this morning, Catatech. New era of Catatech.
Unfortunately, we did come out with a loss on this one, so we are heading straight to the opportunity bracket. All right, here we go. Man, it was a hard-fought battle from beginning to end. Unfortunately, we're out. We're done. We are out of the tournament once again.
That's right. This is definitely the best we've played together.
But yeah, we definitely keep improving every time we do a tournament together. Just got some things to work on, and we're going to be on that gold medal stand in no time.
That's right.
Oh yeah, some great times, some major learning experiences, but we've definitely improved a lot since where we were a year ago. That's for dang sure.
That's right. Even when I watched that video from July, the Beer City Open till now, I'm like, God, I can't believe I used to do that shot.
Yeah.
Even in just those.
I kid you not.
6 months.
Yeah, like when we played together at Beer City Open, like for me, that was a huge eye opener. Like it showed me, like, if I want to get serious about improving my pickleball skills, I've got to work on things. I've got to get better. And I do feel like since the Beer City Open, like my skills have increased tremendously, because like that one in particular left a bad taste in my mouth, just because I knew, like, I felt like you and I definitely should have done a lot better than we did. And it was a big wake-up call.
Yep. That was a lot of fun. I always look forward to when we can play together in tournaments. This year, we'll probably be able to do it again, and we might even be able to get to play against each other in tournaments as well, which will be exciting. So, all good times.
In fact, there's actually a tournament coming up in a couple months that might give us a chance to be in a tournament not on the same team and possibly play against each other. I can't say too much about it yet, but we'll reveal more details as time progresses.
That's right. So many awesome things for 2020. We can't forget about 2019 and all the great guests we have had and everything like that.
Yes.
And in the next group of guests that we got responses from this year, it was awesome to see, right? We had Curtis Smith, CEO of Paddle Tech. We had our good buddy Tony Roig and his wife Jill. And then Kassie Graves and her mom Chris. I'm going to go ahead and play those right now.
Hi, this is Curtis. On behalf of everyone at Paddle Tech, we'd like to wish the entire Eddie and Webby Nation a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, and a safe and prosperous New Year.
Hey Eddie, hey Webby, how y'all doing? Jill and I wanted to say hi to you guys and wish y'all happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, everything, guys. We're down here in South Florida. We played a tournament. I played a tournament with Gene, and we did some IPTPA training and stuff like that. So we're enjoying ourselves down here in South Florida, visiting family. Just wanted to wish you guys a happy holiday. So, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Happy end of 2019.
Happy holidays.
Wanted to stop in and say we hope that 2020 is as pickleball prosperous as it was for us in 2019. We're trying out our first 4-5 open tournament for money in a couple weeks.
Yep,
so that
down
would be
in Florida,
fun.
going to catch some rays and play some good pickleball.
We just got done playing pickleball now, hence why so red.
We've been blessed to play in a Grand Rapids ladder in 2019. It's been a blast. Looking forward to 2020 over here.
Yep, that's about it.
Yeah, thanks Eddie and Webby for all you do.
We're so happy to have met you guys and all the people that you brought into our lives as well.
Yep, thank you.
Bye.
Great messages from great friends. Curtis Smith, CEO of Paddle Tech. Always good to talk with him. Tony Roig, Into Pickle. If you guys haven't checked out the great work that he's doing on his YouTube channel, definitely check it out. He was there with his wife, Jill. And, of course, our friend Kassie Graves, who we've become friends with over the last year and a half, all because I just randomly met her at Belknap Park. And we ended up kind of just, becoming friends through that. So that was really cool. And then Kassie and her mom, Chris, also were involved in something that Webby is going to be talking about here in just a minute.
Yes. And but going back to everybody that just left a message there, like seriously, all of them have been great friends of ours from the very early days of Eddie and Webby. So it's like before anybody knew who we were, they saw something in us and became good friends with us. And like that's something that you just like it's hard to put into words. Like when somebody recognizes what you're doing early on before a lot of other people really do, like it means a lot, because they were very big supporters of ours. And Curtis from Paddle Tech, I mean, when he was on our show, nobody knew who we were.
Nobody.
Like nobody knew who we were. And the fact that he first came on our show, it meant the world to us. And then the fact that he came on our show the day of the big PaddleTech announcement where they revealed their new logo, revealed some of their new paddles and just their new look. Like such a historic day in PaddleTech history. And he chose to like talk with us on that day. Again, just like, thank you so much, Curtis. Like that means the world to us. You have no idea how much that means to us. So thank you to everybody, Curtis, Tony, Kassie, everybody. Yeah, he'll always have a very special place in our hearts. But as Webby, I mean, as Eddie was talking about, just so you know, I've finished almost 2 bottles of CBS, so I apologize. I tried not to get drunk during this episode, but it just didn't happen. It's gonna happen again. But anyways, going to the next segment. Yeah, Kassie and her mom played a vital role in this next segment.
Mm-hmm.
And this is moment number 4 on our top 10 moments of 2019. And that is the Eddie versus Webby matches. Eddie, I challenge you to a game of pickleball.
I accept your challenge to play pickleball.
All right, it is time for Eddie versus Webby 2. Here's my partner. She's going to help me bring the belt home.
Yes, I think it'll be a good game.
It's going to be fun no matter what.
That's right.
But Webby's going down.
It's going down, for sure. No, I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh no!
Finish the game. We got it. This isn't really sprinkles in.
I think we should.
So this is the first for the Eddie and Webby channel. Couldn't finish our big match.
I know.
Just got to stay tuned for Eddie versus Webby 2.5.
Let's do it.
All right, may the best team win.
Yep.
Best team win. Woo!
The winners of the Eddie and Webby 2.5 match are Eddie and Nicole.
This is staying in Florida, baby.
This is it. This is going to happen. Eddie versus Webby 3. We are no longer friends. What we're doing is a game of what I like to call full court skinny singles. Another epic battle between Eddie and Webby. Just the outcome just didn't go in my favor.
Not only once, not only twice, but I'm the 3-time Eddie versus Webby champion.
All right, here we are at Belknap Park. We decided to do an impromptu Eddie versus Webby match.
That's right. Thursday, as you guys know, we played against Kyle Yates, and he gave us a commemorative paddle. And we need to decide who's going to take it home with them, right?
Yeah, the winner gets to take it home. Anybody around here want to do some doubles with us for the Eddie versus Webby match?
Me?
You.
I'll play.
The Kyle Yates paddle that's right here, that's coming home with me.
Eddie and Webby are back together again.
It's also Eddie versus Webby 5.
And this is a big one. It's the first time we've ever done a full court singles match.
We're playing for the Kyle Yates autograph paddle along with the Eddie versus Webby championship belt.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Oh, good shot. The five-time Eddie versus Webby champion.
He made some amazing plays. We had some great rallies.
I mean, I feel like skill-wise, we were neck and neck the whole time. We were battling it. It was a battle till the end.
All that does is motivates me even more to destroy him in Eddie versus Webby 6.
Yes.
That's going to do it for us here at the Eddie versus Webby Part 5 match.
I'm Eddie.
And until next time, this is Webby, not Eddie, signing off.
See ya.
Yeah, so I hate the outcome of every single one of those matches, but I've got to admit, I guess after 5 victories, I can't use the excuse that it was a fluke anymore, but oh man, like every single match though was very close. Like it could have gone either way. Unfortunately, it just went the wrong way and you won.
The 5-time champion right here. Oh yeah.
But man, seriously, every time we do an Eddie versus Webby match, I feel like it's the best that both of us play. Like we bring out the best in each other when we're pitted against each other.
No, I definitely agree with you. I think in all friendships, you have to have a level of competition to keep things fresh, keep it up there. And you and I have that. The difference is I keep winning.
Yes, but I'm telling you, like I think something just clicked in my brain. And I really think the next time we do an Eddie versus Webby match, it is going to have a different outcome.
We'll see.
We will see.
That's right. That was always a lot of fun. We're going to keep them going. We have some special guests that we're going to be bringing in. I'd like for 2020 us to start throwing some variables into there. I figure maybe an Eddie versus Webby in jean shorts would be a fun match. We have to wear jean shorts. I think that would equalize the play a little bit, right? What do you think about that?
I'm totally down. I mean, I feel like I'll be fine. I spent a vast majority of my life was spent in jean shorts, so I think I'll be fine.
All right. Well, there you go. Maybe that will be the great equalizer that we need. So that'd be pretty fun.
The jean shorts battle of 2020.
Yes. Eddie versus Webby 6. Jorts Pickleball. Coming to a pay-per-view near you. That'd be funny.
Nice.
Yep. Anyway, moving along. As you can see, we're both on to our second beverage here, and you can probably tell by what we're saying as well. We're going to keep this moving here, and we are on to our next section of guests who have sent us messages. Now, the next 2 ladies have been former guests on our podcast. They have become good friends of ours over the last year. One of them got to play recently in the Eddie and Maggie versus No Smoke Pickleball competition. Here we have messages from Maggie Remynse and Michelle Esquivel.
Hey guys, this is Maggie Remynse here, and I want to come in now that 2019 is wrapping up and say Happy New Year to everybody, and I want to relive some of my great moments of 2019. One of my favorite being on the Eddie and Webby show along with my now husband and then fiance, Ken Chou. That was such a great experience for us, and we're really grateful we got to do it together, but also just because Eddie and Webby are two of our really great friends, and it was definitely one of the highlights of my year, and now that 2019 is wrapping up, I'm really looking forward to 2020 and all that has in store out on the pickleball courts, so hope to see you on the court soon.
Hey Eddie and Webby, this is Michelle Esquivel. Here at the Engage Pickleball Academy in the Villages of Florida. I just wanted to send a quick message to you to let you know that I appreciate you guys and what you do with your podcast. I love tuning in and seeing who's on. I love the interviews you have, not only with the pros, but with people in the community, with refs, everyone that's involved with pickleball. I love that. And I also wanted to let you guys know how much I loved having you guys at the Beer City Open. It was my first experience there, but you guys truly made it so much fun. Just with the exhibition with Kyle and doing the interviews and the podcast at Perrin Brewing Company, that was so much fun. I had a blast. That will always be one of my favorite memories I've had in pickleball. So I'm just glad that you guys are doing what you're doing. I encourage you to continue on, and you guys have something very special and unique, and I hope people appreciate you and admire you as much as I do. All right, Eddie and Webby, Happy New Year. Happy 2020 to you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye!
Two of our favorite women in pickleball right there. Good friends of ours.
Yes.
Always love seeing them. Maggie Remynse, Michelle Esquivel. We love you guys. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. And seriously, two of our best friends in the pickleball world, and also two of our biggest supporters, like longtime supporters too.
Yep.
Like it just, both of them have had a huge impact on our pickleball careers, and can't thank both of you enough.
That's right.
But now it is time for number 3 on our top 10 list. And this was a huge, huge moment for us. It's one of those moments where, like, sometimes I still can't believe that it happened. It's just an awesome moment in time in Eddie and Webby history. And coming in at number 3 on our top 10 moments of 2019 is the 2-versus-1 match against Kyle Yates. Right now, I actually want to go over something that Kyle posted to Facebook. You said, I'll take y'all on 1 versus 2, set it up.
Yeah, I want to play Eddie and Webby.
Yes.
At the same time.
I say we do it. I say we do it. July 11th at 3 p.m.
Ooh.
It's going to be Eddie and Webby versus Kyle Yates.
What you gonna do, Kyle? What you gonna do when Eddie and Webby run wild on you, brother?
It's about game time, and somebody that knows all about game time. This guy right here.
It's game time, baby. What's going on?
Let's do it. All right, let's do this, man.
Time.
Let's do it. Let's go!
For those of you back home, you can't smell that. You smell fear in the air. It's coming from that side of the court right now.
Game 1 is done. We gave it all we had. It was very close, but he won 11-0. We almost scored a point. There were a couple times we almost scored a point. I could feel it.
It's a game of momentum, and they just never really got warmed up. But I think now pressure's off. I think they're going to loosen up a little bit and probably start playing a little better. So, but I'm ready for them.
All right, the match is over. Yep. Our goal was 1, and we scored 4. I've got to admit, the hype is legit. This guy, he knows what he's doing. If he can beat us, that's evidence right there that he's one of the all-time greats.
That's right. Yeah, if you ever want a rematch, you let me know.
Absolutely, man. Anytime.
I got a shower and I got a party to go to.
That's right.
Man, that was such an epic moment. It's both one of the most amazing moments in my life, but also one of the most embarrassing moments in my life. Just because, like, I feel like I forgot how to play pickleball during that match, just because of just the situation. Like, there were hundreds of people watching us, so that alone, like, just increased the nerves tenfold. Also, opposite side of the court of us was one of the best players of all time in pickleball. So, I mean, just like that fact alone was awesome, but the fact that how poorly we did against him was embarrassing a little bit. But at the same time, it's one of the greatest players of all time. So it's like you can't feel too bad about getting shut out by one of the greatest players of all time. But still, I don't know. I definitely would love to do a rematch, because I think at this point in time, you and I would do a lot better than we did at that point in time.
I agree. You hear that, Kyle? Anytime, any place, you let us know. We'll do it again.
Ooh, yeah.
Such a fun time. I had an amazing experience there. If you guys noticed, there was somebody in the background who was doing commentary over the PA as we were playing. And basically, the whole point of his commentary was to rip on us. Wouldn't you agree with that, Webby?
Yes, I agree. Definitely agree. I thought it was hilarious, though. Like, it was definitely, like, going back and watching it, it's hilarious. In the moment, though, I was like, dude, seriously?
Right.
We're trying to play a game here against, like, one of the greatest players in all of pickleball.
Right.
And you're going to rip on us? Come on.
Yeah, we're putting ourselves out here, man. But it was a good time. And that voice was none other than Byron Freso, who also was a guest on our podcast during the Beer City Open as well. And I'm going to play a little message from him.
Hi, this is Byron Freso, wishing Eddie and Webby a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If 2019 was a good year for you guys, then 2020 ought to be a fantastic one. I really enjoy watching you and the professionalism that you bring to your broadcasts. So keep on doing what you're doing, and look forward to many more hours of viewing you.
Now, see, if you would have said that before or during the Kyle Yates match, then I think it would have been different. But honestly, thank you, Byron. We really appreciate you hearing that. That means a lot coming from you. You're a highly respected member of the pickleball community, so thank you very much.
Oh, for sure. And when Byron was on our show during the Beer City Open pre-party at Perrin, it was such an awesome moment. I mean, this guy, he's a wealth of knowledge, one of the most respected referees in the game of pickleball, and such a great person, such a great ambassador for the sport. And I thought it was awesome. I loved the fact that he announced our match, even though we were the butt of a bunch of jokes throughout the whole entire match. It was still an awesome thing. A huge thanks to Gizmo, aka Jay Hall, for being the special guest referee during that match. That was awesome. That was the first time I ever met Gizmo. Actually, was that match. That was the first time I ever met Gizmo in person. So a big moment in my pickleball career for sure, just right there. And it was just an awesome experience. And going back to the Kyle Yates match, the first rally that we showed in that video, like oh my God, I was so close to getting an ATP. Like Kyle set me up for an ATP, and then I hit it into the pole. Man, that
you got a TP.
It still keeps me up at night. I still have nightmares about that moment because I was so close to getting an ATP against Kyle Yates, but instead I just got, as Byron said, a TP instead of an ATP.
You got TP'd.
Oh man,
good times,
but such a great time. And that whole thing, the whole Kyle Yates versus Eddie and Webby match, that was an exhibition match on the first night of the Beer City Open from 2019. And that leads right into our moment number 2 of our top 10 favorite moments of 2019. And that is the 2019 Beer City Open. Time to head to Grand Rapids for the Beer City Open. Oh, yeah. We got a little match coming up here. Yes, 2 versus 1 against this guy, Kyle Yates. Next time you see us, we will be reporting live from Perrin Brewing for the 2019 Beer City Open welcome party. Just getting started, guys.
First, I'd like to introduce the General Manager and Director of Brewing Operations here at Perrin Brewing, John Stewart. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
We also have with us the one and only Andrea Coop.
Thanks, guys. Glad to be here. This is my first time on Eddie and Webby, and I couldn't be happier to do it at the welcome party at Perrin.
We've never done a broadcast like this where there's so many people around, so this is nuts.
Yeah, I'm used to sitting in my basement all alone, and there's people everywhere right now. This is crazy.
Yes, the one and only Kyle Yates. What's going on, man?
You know, we had a hard-fought match earlier today. You know, you guys gave it 110%. That was obvious, but you know, I happened to come out on top, so I'm pretty happy.
Well, who do we have here but the one and the only Morgan Evans? What's going on, man?
Eddie and Webby.
Yes.
You two are my favorite.
Oh, nice.
And we are joined by the one and only Irina Tereshchenko. Irina, what's going on?
Greetings, everybody.
All right, we are now joined by Ben Johns.
Yeah, he's no stranger to the podcast. He was on back in December. Welcome back again. As you guys know, because we've had her on the podcast before, we have our friend Michelle Esquivel here.
Yay!
Yeah. And then Rob Cassidy.
Good times, good times.
What's going on, man?
We have Jay Hall here, also known as Gizmo.
Yep.
Home state of Virginia, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
From Virginia. The show is officially hijacked.
Yeah.
Hey, Zane Affleck, thanks for joining us. How are you?
Joey Farias, joining the game. Farias.
Hey, this is Byron Freso.
All right, we are here, day 2 of the 2019 Beer City Open. It is mixed doubles day. All right, we are here at the Perrin Beer Tent. Yeah, we've only been here for just a couple hours, so of course, it's already time to go to the Perrin Beer Tent, right? Oh, yeah. Man, how awesome is this, just being right here courtside? So right behind me, we have the gold medal match for the mixed doubles pro division. Let's check it out. Absolutely awesome rally right there. That is what pro pickleball is all about. This is just the end of day 2, and tomorrow's when we play. All right, here we are. It's tournament time now. That's right, men's doubles 3-5, game 1. Let's go do this, man. Let's do it. But to be honest, we didn't really feel like playing today, so we wanted to hurry up and get to this booth as soon as possible. So we decided to just go 0-2 out in the tournament. So that's right.
And guess what, guys? We have a guest with us. We have our good
Oh,
friend
wow.
Martina Kochli. Martina, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm so excited.
We are about to go live here for the men's doubles pro gold medal match. We decided to do an impromptu Eddie versus Webby match. That's right. The Kyle Yates paddle that's right here, that's coming home with me. So we are back. It's day 4 for us here at Belknap Park for the 2019 Beer City Open. Yeah, it's been so cool to be a part of this. Live streaming, interviews, playing against Kyle, playing ourselves, having some rec games, playing for the Kyle Yates autograph paddle last night. Yeah. We just finished announcing the men's singles gold medal match.
Tyson won the gold, Ben Johns got the silver, and then his little brother, Colin, took home the bronze medal.
Well, that's it. This concludes our incredible weekend here at the 2019 Beer City Open in Grand Rapids. Amazing. That's really the only word I can think of right now is amazing. Can't wait to do it again. Can't wait to come back next year. That's right.
Man, hands down, without a doubt, the best tournament experience I have ever had in my life was the Beer City Open from 2019. I mean, from beginning to end, it was epic, man. That's the only word, like the best word I can think of to explain the 2019 Beer City Open is epic.
I would totally agree. That tournament was amazing. The entire experience was incredible. You had the top pros from all over the country there, all over the world. You had amazing experiences, a pre-party at Perrin where we got to live stream. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. That event literally has changed my life.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like, I feel like we could make a top 10 list just from the Beer City Open from 2019 because so many amazing things happened. And like that was my first true taste of pro pickleball, like at a high level. I mean, it was amazing. Like you said, the pre-party at Perrin Brewing where we did the live podcast. And then just seeing the top-notch, like the best players in the entire world of pickleball up close and personal. Because, I mean, like you're right there. You're right there at the court where they're playing. I mean, I feel like there isn't any other tournament where you can experience this, like, so up close and personal in such an intimate setting. It's just incredible.
And the whole city of Grand Rapids such an amazing city. The Grand Rapids pickleball community, one of the most welcoming, encouraging pickleball communities that have welcomed us with open arms, and we've made some lifelong friends from that group. So thank you guys.
Oh, for sure. And I spent the majority of my pickleball tournament time on the west side of Michigan, over in or near Grand Rapids, just because it's, like you said, it's just top notch. Just such great pickleball players, a great pickleball community. It's just amazing. And like, man, it's hard to put it into words. Like if you get a chance to attend the 2020 Beer City Open, you've got to do it, because like you won't experience anything like it. I can guarantee that.
Guarantee it. You will not.
Oh yeah. I could talk for hours about how many amazing things happened during that tournament, but I will not bore you all with that. But what I will do is I'm going to talk about our next segment of messages that we got.
Oh yeah.
And it was all people that I personally met for the first time at the 2019 Beer City Open. And that includes people such as Martina Kochli, Jonny Pickleball, Irina Tereshchenko, Morgan Evans, and Simone Jardim. And without further ado, let's go ahead and play those messages.
Hi, you guys. It's Martina Kochli from Team Onyx. I wanted to come on and wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I was so excited to be on an Eddie and Webby show earlier this year at the Beer City tournament. We had an absolute blast. I can't wait to be back. But yes, I hope you have the best rest of your year and a wonderful 2020. Let's do this.
Hey guys, Jonny Pickleball here. Just want to give a big shout out and thank you to Eddie and Webby for all your love and support of this 2019 year. Many things happened. Obviously, you guys have been showing me a lot of love since I moved down to the Pickleball Academy of Southwest Florida, and helped me broadcast my Jonny Pickleball show. And then at the start of the new year, there's going to be some major changes, major upgrades, and maybe I'll see some of you guys on the road with the show. You never know. I'm also excited that that I've made a big change to Temper Sports, and created my Jonny Pickleball edition of the Ascend, with 20% of the proceeds going to Pickleball for All's Veterans Program. Merry Christmas to everybody, Happy New Year, and really looking forward to pickleball and the APP and the PPA and any other acronyms I can think of off the top of my head right now. They just keep popping up. But many, many exciting things with pickleball for the upcoming year. So let's go for it. All right, thanks, guys.
Hey, Eddie and Webby. This is Irina Tereshchenko with Team Paddle Tech. As I sit here on the beach and wait for the wind to pick up, I want to thank you for having me on the show. I also had a great time commentating during the Beer City Open, and I hope to do it again next year. And also, hello and happy holidays to all the pickleball fans, players, and viewers. You guys made it happen in 2019 big time. And for 2020, what can I say? Let's go again.
Eddie, Webby, how are you, fellas? I remember you from the Beer City Open. And I'll never forget the first time I met you. I was at a bar, and you were at a bar. You had microphones, so that seemed like a good idea. I never heard the podcast, but I hear good things, and look, I like what you're doing. It seems to be effective. So people out there, I want you to like, subscribe, whatever it is people do these days. Anyway, there's big things coming in the Eddie and Webby podcast thing that they're doing. So you're going to want to stay tuned. The game needs people like Eddie, Webby, and Live with Lauren. I'm not just going to backstab Lauren. She's a good gal. Anyway, catch you later. Hope you're having a fun holidays and you're staying out of trouble. Be good to your parents.
Happy holidays
holidays, everyone. I hope you have a great end of the year and also a great 2020. But again, I just wanted to say thank you to Eddie and Webby as well, maybe. But anyways, you guys done a great job growing our sport and getting it out there. Best of luck in 2020. I know it's going to be a great year, and I can't wait.
Man, I love every single one of those messages. Martina Kochli, Jonny Pickleball, both of them were on our podcast during the Beer City Open. That was awesome of them to do that. Irina Tereshchenko, she was on during the podcast we did at Perrin Brewing and also did some commentary with us during the Beer City Open. Morgan Evans also was at the Beer City Open podcast that we did. And we actually, if you pay close attention, there was kind of like a Basic Instinct moment at the end of his video. If you weren't paying attention, go back and watch. Like, I actually had to edit a part because like he did a little bit of a leg cross while wearing his robe. And yeah, I had to cut it to make this family friendly. But just use your imagination, and you can imagine what might have happened if I didn't cut it when I did. And then, of course, Simone. I mean, everybody loves Simone. And I absolutely love the fact, like, you've been working closely with Simone on her YouTube channel, doing videos and stuff. And I love the fact that she is, like, she's Team Eddie all the way. I mean, she talked about, like, she get, like, I feel like she takes jabs at me any chance that she gets. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that fact. And she's awesome. And I met her for the first time at the Beer City Open also. And she also contributed to the Pickleball for Life music video. And such an awesome person. Like arguably the best woman in all of pickleball. And super down to earth. Such a great person. And her YouTube channel, like, if you've got to check out her YouTube channel. If you never have, you will get just such great knowledge. She gives great tips on a weekly basis, sometimes on a daily basis, and it's just awesome. Like, every one of you, thank you very much for being part of our lives. Thank you for being friends of ours. Can't thank all of you enough.
That's right. Great messages. Let's recap, guys. We have gone through a ton of amazing messages from the guests we've had on our show for the last year.
Yes.
We've gone through 9 of our top 10 moments for 2019. And Webby, honestly, as I'm going through this, all I'm thinking to myself is, this is crazy. You and I started a YouTube channel 2 years ago just to do whatever, and it just so happened to be around the same time that we got into pickleball. And now, all of a sudden, here we are with all these amazing experiences, meeting some of the greatest people in the world that we probably would have never even talked to or known about if it wasn't for the sport of pickleball. How crazy is that?
It is crazy. And I kid you not, like 80% of this episode, I've been pinching myself. Like, watching this stuff, I've been pinching myself. Like, it's just, this is unreal. Like, the sport of pickleball is amazing. The people we've met is amazing. I can't get over it. I still feel like I'm living a dream, and I don't want to wake up from this dream because I love every single second of it. I mean, it's just incredible.
I agree. And talk about pinch me moments. That brings us right to the number one moment for Eddie and Webby in 2019. By far has to be our amazing guests.
The pickleball kid, Jackson Marzani. Jackson, how's it going?
Hey.
Josh J. Pickleball. What's going on, Josh?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me.
I mean, just quit your job and just do it. I mean, that's pretty much what we did. Let's just pull the trigger and just go.
Quit your job.
Yeah. For the birds.
Yeah.
Kyle who? I don't know who that is.
People shouldn't know who he is. He's okay.
Yeah, he's like a 4.5, 4.0 maybe at best.
Yeah. It doesn't even have a paddle named after him yet.
And about a month later, she's like, "Hey, the group of guys, they're just a really great
great group. You should come out and try it again. I was like, I don't know.
There's beer after.
And then it was $5 pitches of beer for pickleball players. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll try that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Katie McKee. Katie, thank you very much for joining us tonight. How's it going?
Going good. Someone told me when I turned 30 that my body would start falling apart, and I did not believe them, but it's true, I guess.
Man, that's one thing about me, man. I'll teach anybody anything I know, man. Straight up. I mean, that's just me.
And I was like, hey, I've got this like podcast thing. It gets like 2 downloads a day. You want to like co-host it?
For Ken. Oh man, if you can make us serve more. No.
Ouch.
People from pickleball are funneling into tennis too. Like, it's not just tennis players are funneling out of tennis into pickleball. It goes both ways.
Right. In flag football, they nicknamed me the Tasmanian Devil.
Go that handsome guy.
Hey-o! Nice.
Hey!
Yeah.
Look at that.
And nothing
That's
else.
What the heck?
Yep, that's it. So please welcome to the show, Kyle Yates. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I want to play Eddie and Webby.
Yes.
At the same
I say
time.
we do it. I say we do it.
I say we do it.
All right. Let's do it, man.
So just on a whim, just being silly, because something about pickleball does that to you, makes you just feel silly and do all kind of stuff that, you wouldn't normally do.
That is what all the girls say to me.
Nice.
Oh boy. Get out your neck braces, get out your knee braces, get out your braces. Did they bleep that? Wow.
I try to discipline myself and not drink too many IPAs. Obviously, the day before singles, I make sure that I'm sober as can be.
I'm in Denver, Colorado. About to do a 3-day camp with Level Up Pickleball Camps.
You got another beer delivery.
Another one.
For you. Right there. One for you too, my guy.
Nice.
Please welcome to the show, Michelle Esquivel. What's going on, Michelle?
Hey, Eddie and Webby, how's it going?
When my opponents make a bad call,
They make a bad call.
yeah, I take down my pants and I take a big crap on the court.
Oh, okay, that's enough, Clarence. We're gonna pass it nasty enough. Here you go.
Help! Don't put me in the stupid. Help! Help! Elder abuse!
It's not over till it's over. And I just need to remind myself, have some fun. Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I trained you well, but I told you, man, you can't watch Kyle. You have to just watch the ball. There's little things I've taken over. I'm not screaming at anybody like a drill sergeant.
Right.
But I think that would be pretty cool from time to time.
That's true. I think she played pickleball in her last life, because it's just I don't know, it's bizarre how it just seems to come natural to her.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everyone's heard Maria Sharapova scream on the tennis court and are like, well, I'm going to have to turn this off because someone's going to think I'm watching something I'm not.
Who does that? I just showed up to play. I never even met these people. And I get hit with a nasty Nelson. I was like, well, nice, welcome.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something else. I'm pretty sure I said it to him. I was like, really?
I really
That's
didn't know I
awesome.
was signing up for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
But it's been so fun.
Ding, 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 ding. And then you just start to panic a little bit because you're like, this is so much dinking. What do I do? That happened a lot.
Please welcome back to the show the CEO of Paddle Tech, Mr. Curtis Smith. How's it going?
Doing well. Thank you for having me on.
He wants me to be the bad guy and just go all in, but he knows I shouldn't.
To be honest, that was a pretty good diss track.
Oh yeah, I loved it. It was fantastic.
You want to be at the top. If you want to compete at the top and compete with the best, then you've got to be in the best shape that you can be in.
If you want to get better though, rec play is not going to get you better.
Dude, that's what I love about pickleball.
It's so approachable still as a sport, but it's growing so fast. You can totally see why.
Please welcome to the show, Corrine Carr. How's it going, Corrine?
Good. How are you guys? Every time I see them, I see Ben or Kyle or like Brian, they always say, "Oh, can you say 'oh really' for us?" And then they don't even say that. They just say, "Oh really?" And then like, Catherine, just say it. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll say it. Or really? And then they just think it's like.
You are a lot luckier than me in so many things.
Oh gosh.
It
Don't even
always
get me started
happens
with that.
in every scenario. Whenever you're with me, it works out in our favor. And whenever I'm by myself, it goes against me. Every time.
I'm your lucky charm.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, see ya.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
You know, Webby, I got to tell you, man, it's really hard to watch that video and not get a little emotional because that is so amazing. The people who have taken time out of their day to be able to come on to our show to just hang out and talk about pickleball. That's incredible.
Oh, for sure. I agree 100%. I had goosebumps the entire time that video played. And yeah, like seriously, it's very difficult for me not to get emotional watching that and thinking about it because like such an amazing year, man.
Seriously. And honestly, the number one moment was the amazing guests we've had. And I'm not taking away from moments 2 through 10. They were incredible. But the number one moment of all the amazing guests we've had is by far just it blows them away. It's incredible.
Oh, for sure.
What we've been able to, the people that we've been able to connect with. So if you guys have been on our show, if you've watched our show, anything, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. 2019 has been incredible, and I just cannot wait for 2020.
Oh, for sure. Like 2019 has by far been one of the best years of my life. And believe it or not, what we've got in store for 2020, it might beat 2019. I never like in the moment during 2019, I was like, this is it. This is the peak of my life. But looking ahead at what we've got in the works, I mean, 2020 absolutely has potential to blow 2019 out of the water, believe it or not.
I agree. And that's ultimately what we wanted to end our segment with tonight, is for Webby and I to talk about some of our personal goals. We have a lot of goals with Eddie and Webby and the show and our tournaments and things like that we're going to be figuring out. But at the end of the day, it's always good to be able to set our personal goals. So, Webby, do you want to share some of the goals that you have for 2020?
Yeah, definitely. And I'll start with an Eddie and Webby goal. Like one of the goals for Eddie and Webby that I think would be great is for us to get at least 1,000 subscribers, and I think that's absolutely doable. And as we've said before, like one of the best ways that you guys can show support for us is to subscribe to our channel. Tell any of your friends and family that love pickleball to subscribe to the channel, and all that does is gets our content in front of more people. And like the more people we see that enjoy our content, the more likely it is that we're going to create more content. Because I mean, we love what we're doing, and if we know that other people enjoy it too, I mean, absolutely, we're going to keep it going. So
for sure,
that is that's a great goal for Eddie and Webby as a whole. But personally, I've got a couple huge goals that I would love to achieve in 2020. One of them is becoming a benchmark 4.0 player. I know that was a goal of Eddie's last year, and I just recently started doing 4.0 tournaments. And even though my official rating, if you look at USAPA, it's still 3.0, but I've won medals in 3.5 over the summer, and then I started doing 4.0. And oh my God, like such an eye-opening and amazing experience. And I seriously, I want to stick with 4.0 and above moving forward. I mean, it was amazing. And my previous tournament was a 4.0 doubles tournament. And my next tournament, which is actually just in 2 weeks from now, is going to be a 4.0 men's doubles tournament. And like, I see no reason why I should go to anything lower than 4.0 in 2020. And then as far as another goal, personal goal of mine, and probably what I would say the most important goal of mine for 2020 is to defeat Eddie in an Eddie versus Webby challenge. And I feel very confident that that's finally going to happen in 2020.
I like it. It's not going to happen, but I like it.
What about you, Eddie? Do you have any goals for 2020?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do. I think as far as Eddie and Webby stuff goes, you know, I'm definitely very interested in getting more into the live streaming game. I'm going to be doing the World Pickleball Championships alongside with Scott Golden, Gizmo Hall. We got a couple other people that are going to be coming and doing commentary. It's definitely something that I want to step up in 2020. I'd love to be able to do 4 tournaments or so. I think that'd be a good number. I definitely enjoy it. I'm with you. Getting to 1,000 subscribers would be very good. And guys, just so you know, the reason that the 1,000 subscriber mark is important is because that's when it sets your channel apart a little bit, right? So it will allow us to be able to get more and more of our content out there. But also to be original, right? You and I have what I would consider to be an original show. It's not like any other show, just like the No Smoke Pickleball show. Theirs is original. They found their thing. We have ours. I want to keep going with that and expanding on it. And you and I are very creative people, especially you. I just go along for the ride. I think that we can use that creativity to get more and more good pickleball content out there. So I hope we can do that in 2020 and build more of those relationships that we've been building. Personally, for me, as I've talked about before, I'm right at that 4.0 level. I'm not officially there yet, but that's the way I prefer to play. I've been successful. And what I've realized is that learning the game more is important. Improving my skills is important. But I also want to step up my physical game a little bit too. I've lost a ton of weight over the last few years to get to where I am right now. But I still feel like I could take it to the next level. And I could even step up maybe by doing some, yoga or certain exercises, things like that. So I think I definitely I'm going to be making that a goal of mine. And I think I'm going to use the US Open as the timeline for it. So it's like whether I want to be a certain weight by the US Open or I want to have committed to doing a certain exercise 3 times a week, or I'm not really sure what it is, but I want to have something that's more fitness oriented with the US Open as my timeline for me. That would be important. And also, as you know, I've been working with Simone on her YouTube channel. And I would like by the end of the year to get her subscribers to 20,000 because her and I have been doing some incredible stuff. She knows this game inside and out. She's a great teacher. She's great at explaining things. She's also a lot of fun. Her videos are fun. Like I should show you some of the bloopers. They're hilarious, especially when you get her and Catherine together. So I hope that we're able to take her channel to the next level as well. So those are some of my goals for 2020. What do you think of those, Webby?
Yeah, that's great stuff. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving what you and Simone have been doing. Like that stuff has been great. I can't get enough of it. And I get excited every single time I get an alert that there's a new Simone video out there. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Thank you. But here's the thing real quick is that I think you should know that you played a huge role in helping me learn how to do video production. So any of the stuff that I'm doing with this or through Simone's channel, ultimately you were the catalyst for it. So I want you to know that.
Oh, nice. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, like, but seriously, you're the reason this whole thing even happened. You were the one that talked me into getting involved in this YouTube channel, and I can't thank you enough for that. And you introduced me to pickleball. I never would have heard of pickleball without you. So I mean, I feel like the Eddie and Webby team it's a match made in heaven. It's a match made in heaven. I mean, it's perfect
relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have known about pickleball without you. This YouTube channel wouldn't have happened without you. And I feel like my video knowledge and experience from the past is helping get content created. So, I mean, it's a match made in heaven. I love it. I love what we're doing. And it's only going to get better from here on out, guys. So stay tuned. And we have so many great things in the works. And we've got a very fun video that's going to be coming out very soon.
Yes.
And it's gonna be something that's gonna make Kyle Yates feel bad about himself, to be honest.
No, it's gonna be good stuff. A lot of great things in 2020. You guys want to be notified of it, go ahead and like and follow our Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel that way you're notified. And honestly, thank you, each and every one of you out there that are still watching. Thank you to all the guests. 2019 would have not been even close to as an amazing year if it wasn't for you.
Oh, for sure. And even Josh, who says we're not completely original because Webby does look a little like Kyle. We still thank you even for that comment. I don't know. Do you think he's talking about Kyle Selinko or Kyle Yates?
I don't know.
Which Kyle? Josh, if you're still watching,
if it's
which Kyle you're thinking about?
Yeah, if it's Kyle Selinko, then are you saying that No Smoke isn't original? Because they started a long time after us. We were the first. We were before them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's common knowledge that the No Smoke Pickleball show was highly influenced by Eddie and Webby. And then as far as Kyle Yates go, I mean, come on. He doesn't have this facial hair. He's too young to even try growing this facial hair. Which Kyle are you talking about? No matter which Kyle you're talking about, you're wrong, Josh.
But we love you. Please like and subscribe. Yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe. We love you. But you're so wrong.
Oh, man. Webby, this has been awesome. This has been so much fun reliving 2019. It's always good to relive that. And, just it's all I can walk away from this is with a feeling of gratitude for all the amazing experiences. What else do you want to talk about today? Anything else you want to share with the world?
Oh, man. I just want to say, like, something that you said last year, I think it was during our end of the year special, but something that really stuck with me is always grateful, never satisfied. And I feel like I am in the same boat. It's just like I want to always get better, but extremely grateful for what we've accomplished, where we're at this point in time. But there's no reason that we can't blow the year 2019 out of the water in the year 2020.
That's right. You heard it from Webby himself. Guys, this is episode number 57, which means there are 57 of you out there still watching. And for each and every one of you, we love you to bits. Thank you so much. 2019 was an amazing year. 2020 is going to be great. And on that note, I'm Eddie.
And until next time, this is Webby, not Eddie, signing off.
See ya.